Smaller parties aim to unite to topple ANC. Newly registered political organizations, also referred to as small parties, plan to gang up on the ANC and its president, Cyril Ramaphosa. The new bloc is led by businessman and the leader of the Sun Party, Rasheed Gutta, and plans to use the unity of minority votes to remove the ANC from power. While polls say that for the first time since 1994, smaller parties will be the kingmaker, many polls have predicted that the ruling party will receive less than 50% of the vote, throwing South Africa into a coalition government. Gutta is now calling on all newly registered parties and parties with one or two representatives in parliament to unite against a painful and inhumane regime by the ANC. The ANC is walking the same route of the National Party government. The NP was clear about the separate development and service to only a few. If you travel SA townships, you see the reality of spatial planning and separate development only now under the ANC. Those of us who remember the pain of apartheid see reflections of it in our society. This campaign revealed to me why the ANC must go. Some citizens have never known clean water since 1994. Some schools still have pit toilets and learners have to cross rivers to get to schools. We all know that drugs like nyaupe fill the townships. At every street corner we see young people drugged up, and every community knows the drug pushers, but the police will not act. Any country with a competent security cluster will be able to rid the streets of drugs, but the ANC government simply will not act. It is now time for all of us to unite against the beast that is the ANC. We need a big leap by the small parties, Gutta said. Build One South Africa BOSA leader Mmusi Maimane has also launched a scathing attack on the ANC, accusing the government party of perpetuating corruption by fielding tainted individuals for parliament seats. Speaking at the unveiling of the party's latest election billboard in the Joburg CBD on Tuesday, Maimane underscored the imperative of restoring integrity to South Africa's highest legislative body, Parliament. According to BOSA spokesperson Roger Solomons, society should stop sending criminals to Parliament. Parliament is our country's highest law-making institution. It should be occupied by individuals who embody integrity and empowers ethical leadership. Those who have the honor of holding a seat in Parliament require skills, experience, diversity, and passion to serve the people of South Africa. The Zondo Commission report on state capture implicated at least 97 ANC members in various wrongdoings against the people of South Africa. Among those identified were individuals such as Kwete Mantashe, Nomvula Mokonyane, Dudu Mieni, Sfiso Butelezi, Winnie Ngwenya, Cedric Frolic, Malusi Gigaba, Tabang Makwetla, David Mahlobo, Snooki Zikalala, Benjani Chauke, Adrius Nell, and Zizi Kodwa, Solomon said. Gutta has called on society to support the gigantic effort of the small party. I'm calling on all parties to join me in the fight. We should not be divided. Politicians, parties, and civil organizations can call me on 083 450 9212, Gutta said. ANC KZN confident on retaining stronghold province. Assertions that only a DA-led KwaZulu-Natal will be able to keep the lights on in the province have been rubbished as nothing more than the massings of a party that has no understanding of the complexity of governing. With the DA forging ahead with growing its support base in the province, Elmer Rabbit, the party's KZN spokesperson on the office of the Premier and Royal Household, said the DA believed that now more than ever it was more than capable of ensuring that the lights remained on in the province. Rabi made the comment while announcing that the DA was finally satisfied with the amendments to the Electricity Regulations Amendment Bill, which primarily seeks to provide for the National Energy Regulator to consider license applications, the issuing of additional electricity, new generation capacity, and various other amendments to provide for the application of the Act. Rabi said the amendments, in particular the provision for an open market platform, would allow for much-needed competitive electricity trading. She said allowing the private sector and other role players to step in would enable the province to also witness the progress made in the DA-led Western Cape, which was ahead of the curve with 2,000 megawatts in the market and also aiming to ensure enough energy generation in the province by 2035. In the Western Cape, 24 municipalities are being supported with small-scale embedded generation, with 21 providing compensation for feedback of electricity, unlike KZN's eThekwini Metro so-called leadership, who talk the talk but don't walk the walk. In the Western Cape, businesses are being directly assisted through the Green Economy Support Program. Jobs are safe, businesses are able to stay open during load shedding, and the economy is thriving. This is in stark contrast to KZN, where the province's ANC-run government would rather spend 3/4 of the budget on compensation of employees than keeping the lights on for our children to go to school, do homework, and have a hot meal at the end of the day, she said. ANC KZN spokesperson Mafika Mdebele, however, said that the governing party in the province was unfazed by such comments and was confident in retaining its majority in the province in the upcoming elections. Mdebele, in rubbishing the criticism leveled against his party, stressed that the DA could not help the province with electricity because the ANC had, since coming into power in 1994, succeeded in providing electrification to 80% of South Africans. In KZN, we have township where there is 100% electrification, all thanks to the ANC. The DA, whose president is of course a matriculant, will not understand the complexity that comes with governing. Currently, as we speak, we have stabilized electricity as a country. In terms of servers, we are at proper direction to end load shedding, but when you go to the only municipality governed by them DA, it is a shame that our people in rural areas have no access to these services. Still, this is not surprising given that the DA has no interest of the majority of our people in mind, he added. And that's it from Injib's Network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.